What's up, friends? I am here today because I'm going to be doing my own little booking video for Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. I know I don't normally do a lot of these booking videos, but every once in a while an idea kind of hits me and I think it's pretty good. So today I'm going to share how from today through Mania I would book that story. First and foremost, starting from where we're at right now, right? So obviously Naomi and Bianca are kind of going with the story, the thought process of Liv and Raquel were the ones who attacked Jade because they saw the video of them kind of leaving the area after it happened. I do not believe it was Liv and Raquel, but we are going to roll with this, right? So they believe that it was Liv and Raquel, so they are trying to get revenge, right? So they are going after them. They have just attacked them at Raw. I'm assuming that's going to continue. Liv and Raquel are probably going to maybe go to SmackDown, get revenge on them, and it's going to go back and forth until it eventually leads to a title match for the tag team titles. What I would do here, I would have Jade come in and cost them the titles. And you might be thinking, why would she do that to Bianca? My thought process is Naomi is the one that attacked Jade, right? Because she wanted to get in on the tag titles, get closer to Bianca. She's trying to kind of climb the ladder a little bit. And so she attacked Jade. So why would Jade then take the titles from both of them? Like, that kind of hurts Bianca too, right? So here's the thing. I said a while ago, a couple pods ago, I was like, kind of funny because Jade keeps like subtweeting and posting like mysterious little like tweets and stuff where she's like, oh, you're like, they're not trying that hard to figure out who it was, like stuff like that, right? Because obviously she knows who it is. And so I said to Johnny, I was like, kayfabe wise, why, if she could tweet, she could just call Bianca and be like, hey, yo, this is who did it. Like, it's, whoever. So it's kind of weird that like she's tweeting about it, obviously using her phone, but like Bianca doesn't know who it is. She's obviously not talking to Bianca. And so obviously like that's getting like super into the details, but I think we can then use that because that kind of got me thinking. The way that I would book this is that Jade comes back to cost Naomi and Bianca the tag titles to Liv and Raquel, right? So she cost both of them. The thought process is, why would she do that to Bianca? Well, I would go forward with Naomi is the one that attacked her, but Jade believes that Bianca was in on it. Why? Because from Jade's perspective, she gets attacked by Naomi, somebody who is one of Bianca's like best friends, right? In real life and on TV, like one of her best friends. Right after that, they're besties, they're hanging out, they're the two like finding out who did it and failing. They're the two like going, they have the tag titles now. Like Bianca brought Naomi right in to keep the tag titles. They're doing matches together, they're doing everything together because they're tag team champions, right? And so from Jade's perspective, she believes that Bianca was in on it, right? Now, here's the key thing. Bianca was not in on it, but Jade believes that she is. Now, at this point, we're pretty close to Mania. I mean, we're already halfway through, a little over halfway through February, right? So by the time we get through like Liv and Raquel and Bianca and Naomi kind of going at each other back and forth. They have like a match or two. By the time we get through all of that, we are close enough to Mania for Jade to return, cost them those tag titles, and then we're kind of setting up for Mania at that point. Now, for Liv and Raquel, I would have them take those tag titles, and I want them going to each show. And I don't mean like 3 times a week, but like I would have them defend to like Damage Control, Shayna and Zoe, like tag teams on Raw. I'd have them going to SmackDown to defend against women over there. BFAB and Michin, for example, right? And then also going to NXT where there's so many options. I mean, there's Soul and Zarya, there's Lash and Jakara, there's the Gigi, Shotzi, Tatum trio. Like 2 of them could go for titles. Like there's so many options in NXT too. So I would have them start like actually taking those tag titles around. Again, not like 3 shows per week, but like I would have them maybe like they're always on Raw, but every other week or so, maybe they go to a different show, something like that, or bring, someone from SmackDown or NXT to Raw that week and have them really like work those titles. Because if you combine all 3 shows, that's a stacked division. It's a pretty good division, especially in comparison to what they've had in the past. So there's a lot of options there. I'd like to see them do that, right? Now, going back to Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. So Jade cost them the tag titles. Jade knows that Naomi is the one that attacked her, but she believes that Bianca is involved. So then Bianca kind of sits in the middle, right? So Naomi's the heel, Jade's the baby face, and Bianca kind of sits in the middle, like baby face still for the most part, but kind of tweener because she's pissed off at Naomi for doing it, and Naomi's reasoning is going to be like, I wanted to, like, she was taking my spot as your best friend, and like I wanted the tag titles, like we're so good together, all that kind of stuff she could throw out as like her reasoning for attacking Jade. And she could be like, maybe I went about it wrong, whatever, and try to like appeal to that, whatever. Bianca's not having it. So Bianca's pissed off, right? And so Bianca would obviously say to Jade, like, obviously I would never like allow that. I would never support that. I would never be part of that. Like I would never do that. But Jade does not believe her. This leads us to a triple threat at Mania. And not only is the sound of Naomi versus Bianca versus Jade so fucking badass, and it will also give us a taste of Bianca and Jade, the one-on-one that a lot of people have been waiting for. But a big thing is that Bianca she has expressed not wanting to turn heel. So this will allow her to kind of like give a little bit of a taste to it. Like when she's going back and forth with Naomi and getting pissed off, and then she's getting mad that like Jade is not believing her, like she can give a little bit of sass and kind of test the waters of heel a little bit, you know what I mean? But still like keeping her as babyface, kind of. So we do the triple threat. I would finish this out with some type of like sequence starting with like Bianca and Jade are like they're arguing, right? They're arguing like corner of the ring. They're going back and forth like, I would never do that to you. Kind of rehashing the argument of like, I can't believe that like we have to fight each other. We're in this match because like Bianca's like, I would never do that. And she's like, I don't believe you. Like you've been with her the whole time. Like you never knew, you never found out. And so Naomi goes and tries to like hit some sort of move on her, maybe like tries to kick her in the face or something, like Jade from behind, right? So it's like Bianca in the corner, Jade facing her, Naomi comes from here, right? So Naomi comes up from behind on Jade when Jade and Bianca are arguing. She goes to like kick her in the face, hit some sort of move right from behind. Bianca shoves her out of the way and takes the hit, right? So Bianca goes like flying out of the ring. That opens up Jade, hits her finisher on Naomi, Jade wins the match. And then this does something else. So in that way, Bianca kind of like helping and saving Jade in that moment proves her loyalty to Jade for two reasons. One, obviously, saving Jade and taking the hit, right? When allowing then Jade to win the match by pinning Naomi. So she takes the L kind of willingly. But also, another like little kind of background element is Bianca is currently on a winning streak for WrestleMania. She has not lost at WrestleMania. So that also breaks her winning streak at Mania, which is like a pretty big deal in the world of wrestling. And so that really shows to Jade like, damn, like I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Like I should have believed you, the whole thing, right? So Jade walks out with the L. You end like that match with like Jade and Bianca like friends again, hugging, like she proved her loyalty. Jade is sorry. It's a whole thing, right? Obviously, it's still like kind of fuck Naomi. So where do we go from here? So Post-Mania, it's basically 2-on-1. You have Jade and Bianca going both at Naomi. Naomi is obviously like, this is not fair 2-on-1. I can't handle both of them by myself. I need some backup. WrestleMania season is the season of call-ups. And I would personally choose the one Miss Jada Parker for Naomi to call on, to come in and help her go up against Jade and Bianca as a team, right? Jada is somebody who like she's amazing. She's one of the best, wrestlers in NXT right now. She's, in my opinion, definitely main roster ready. She is good on the mic. She's good character work. She's great in the ring. Like she's pretty much the whole package. So like, let's bring her up. She's also a very strong wrestler. Like she's just a strong woman. She's got the muscle that she would be able to logically be a good call up for Naomi to bring in, to go up against very strong, muscled up women like Bianca and Jade, right? So we have that. Obviously, Naomi and Jada do not like win out on the end of this feud, but it'll be a nice kind of it kind of closes the loop on everything. You can kind of close out that chapter with Jade and Bianca are back together again, or at least friends, and then maybe they go for singles titles or whatever you want to do with them after this feud. But Naomi also is now heel, which allows her to kind of progress a little bit in the next steps of her time back on the WWE main roster. Because I think a big thing for Naomi was like not having a ton of direction for a while. Now in this story is a golden opportunity. So now take this, run with it, make Naomi a heel going forward. And that opens a lot of doors for her, especially on SmackDown where they have such a great women's roster. And that's my idea. That is how I would book it. I think it's really fun. I think it's a little bit different than the normal just like babyface heel turning on friends story. I think it's fun. And I would love to see all three of these women have a WrestleMania match and a Mania moment. So I would love to see that. But let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns. Tell me how much you love it. And thank you for watching.